This ridiculously simple system took my 2K a month business to 6 figures in a few short months instead of years. It allowed me not to be in poverty anymore. I was finally able to afford groceries, get a new apartment, and a new car. Yet nobody in the SMMA space talks about it. But I'm not a jerk, so I won't gatekeep it. Make sure to stick till the end because I'm not only going to review this new method to you, but I would also share with you how to set it up, what mistakes to avoid, and how to set it up on autopilot to bring infinite clients. When I first started, I did what everybody else was doing. I sent out cold messages on Facebook, sliding into DMs left and right. But don't get me wrong, this client acquisition method works. I got my first few clients this way. But let me tell you why this is not such a great idea anymore. At least not as good as the one I'll share in a few minutes. The downside of cold outreach and cold DMs is that literally everybody else is doing it. Anybody can make an Instagram account and message a few businesses. The problem with this is that these businesses don't trust you. You're already talking to them at a disadvantage. On top of that, it is not a scalable method. You would have to hire multiple virtual assistants, buy multiple accounts to be able to do cold outreach in mass volume. So unless you're ready to put a team together, this might not be the best idea when you're starting out. Now you might be thinking, okay, so what about paid ads? And you're right, ads are a reliable method to get leads. Everyone and their grandma is running paid ads to get clients, but here's the thing. Unless you have a decent budget to put into paid ads, a proven offer and sales process, paid ads might not be the best fit starting out. Especially since you're competing with tons of other businesses out there who have bigger pockets and have great ads. But even with those things, I remember running ads for one of my niches and there was so much competition. I remember there were at least a couple of new martial arts marketing agencies popping up every other month. And although our ads were great, it was hard to make the numbers work due to the level of competition. Now, what about content, you ask? Isn't that the holy grail of getting new clients? Sure, creating videos, blogs, and social media posts can be great for attracting new clients, but it's not all roses. I actually just started my personal brand not too long ago, and although I do get a few clients trickle in, it's not something that's super consistent because I'm still very early in the process. It takes years and years to build a great personal brand and consistently attract new clients. Don't get me wrong, content can be extremely effective. Nothing beats inbound leads. But it is not the perfect solution many people make it out to be. So what is the best modern way to get clients for your business? The one that would take the least of your time and money and has the potential to make you unbelievably rich. It is a client getting method that nobody is talking about, but it is absolutely crushing it. I mean, it has brought me over 100 plus high ticket clients over a few years. And it is inbound, which means clients come to you instead of you chasing them, begging them to listen to your pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, power partners. So what is it and how does it work? A few years ago, I was introduced to an industry leader in the martial arts space by a good friend of mine. And I approached him and I said, hey, I will go ahead and run all of your ads, do all of your marketing, and in exchange, just send me a few clients. They agreed and I was able to lock in my first power partner. It's all about building real relationships with your current clients, not just doing business. As a result, they will send you a ton of referrals, making you a ton of money. Now, how do you set it up to work for you? Here are the 3 ways to structure it. Number 1, exchange of services. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. First, you need to identify how you can actually add value into their business and make sure it's something that they don't already have. This will allow you to be able to approach them with something that they actually really need and be able to do an exchange of services. When I met my martial arts power partner, I knew he wasn't running ads. So I approached him as a value proposition. I said, hey, I'm going to run ads for you. In exchange, just send me some more clients. And I knew he had a big network. I knew that he had a foot in the industry of people that he had coached, people that he had met at events. So this really allowed us both to partner up, drive value to each other's businesses, and grow together. So those are the relationships that you want to build. You want it to be a win-win situation for both of you. One last thing that people forget to do is you actually want to nurture that relationship with your power partner over time. And don't make it so transactional. My power partner and I are actually great friends. We talk all the time. And when leads dry up, he actually helps me with the other stuff. He talks to some of my prospects who are on the fence. He is able to actually promote me on his social media, on his email list, and he is able to provide me with video testimonials that I can use for marketing. So don't forget to continue nurturing this relationship over time. Even if their referral lead flow actually dries up, they can help you in other areas and help each other out over time. This is what's actually going to make a long-lasting relationship that you may be able to have for the rest of your life. Acquiring a power partner with an exchange of services is probably one of the best ways to do it because you don't really have to come out of pocket to do so. This is an affordable way to acquire power partners when you're starting off and add value with your skills and services. My first power partner was actually an exchange of services, and it was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Number 2, commission-based. They bring you clients and you give them a slice of the pie. The next and best thing you can do is incentivize your current clients or power partners to actually send you referrals by giving them a commission every time they send you somebody that closes. So I'll give you a short example. I actually had a power partner and I approached them and I was like, hey, I know we're doing great with our services. I know you're getting a ton of clients. What I'm actually willing to do for you is if you know anybody who would be interested in our services, I can actually give you a $500 commission for every referral that you send that actually becomes a client of ours. This will allow them to refer their friends, which is something that they've been wanting to do anyways, but now they have an incentive to do so. Now you can structure these commissions however you want. I just personally decided to do $500 one time. That is something that would work best for me, but you can actually structure this however you want. $500 for me was actually enough to get clients motivated to take action and actually send me referrals, but it was low enough where it wasn't actually going to break the bank for us. You can structure this however you want. It all really just depends on what works best for you and your business. Now, I remember when I landed another great power partner, we were crushing it for them. They were getting amazing results. I offered them this referral program and they actually ended up sending us about 30 plus clients in the span of around a week. Now, obviously that was absolutely life-changing. Now, a lot of people have limiting beliefs when it comes to giving away referral fees. Like they say, oh, well, $500, what if they send you 30 clients? Like, why wouldn't you take that deal? Now, a lot of people have limiting beliefs about referral commissions. They're like, well, I don't want to give away that big of a cut. But what they don't actually realize is that they wouldn't have gotten that customer if it wasn't for that person to begin with. So I'll give you a quick example. For us, we were spending money on ads and our cost per acquisition was actually around $500 to $1,000. So now we were giving away a $500 commission fee for every referral that they send us. So actually, if you think about it, $500 to acquire a customer was actually really great for us. So of course, we were able to do a $500 commission and we would take that any day of the week. So with that being said, don't be afraid to be generous with your referral commissions as long as the numbers make sense. Now here's some things to avoid when structuring commissions. And I know a lot of people like to get crazy with this. They like to give recurring commissions. They like to give huge commissions, right? And you really have to think about it long term. The reason why we did a one-time $500 commission was because we would take a $500 cost per acquisition any day of the week. But I know some people out there offering recurring commissions, and long term, you have to make sure that this makes sense for you and for your business financially. So if I were to give any suggestions, I would just offer a one-time flat commission. I wouldn't do anything super crazy like recurring commissions or anything like that. But don't be afraid to get creative with your commission structure as long as the numbers make sense. So the commission-based structure actually works out very well. Not only are people bringing you referrals, you're giving them a commission for that, which ideally would be what you would want your cost per acquisition to be. But you are going to have many happy clients who are not only satisfied with your services, but they are also making money by referring other friends who would benefit from what a great job your company is actually doing. So not only are your clients going to be happy because they're going to be getting a ton of customers from your services, but they're also going to be getting commissions by referring their friends to your company. If you can achieve these two things, you're going to have a very happy client that is going to stay with you for a very long time and continue to send you referrals. So structuring your power partners on a commission basis can be a great way to get them motivated to send you a ton of referrals. All right, number 3, sponsorship. They promote you in their group or community for money. So this is going to be a unique and creative option if structure 1 and 2 don't work for you. So with this type of structure, you essentially want to pay people to be able to promote you and send you referrals. Now, this would only work for specific types of power partners. So for example, if there's somebody like a course creator, maybe somebody that has a huge audience in your specific niche. This can be like a franchise chain, an association. This can be a big podcast. Essentially, this is going to be somebody that has a big audience and network in your specific niche. So what you want to do is pay them to promote you to their audience and send you referrals. Now, probably the hardest part about this process is actually finding these industry leaders and actually getting to have a conversation with them. Now, if you can do that and structure the sponsorship in a specific way where they would be interested, you'll be able to make some life-changing connections and totally skyrocket your business. Now, again, there is no right or wrong way to structure the sponsorship. It can be as low as like a few thousand to $10,000, $15,000. It really just depends on your niche, how much money you can actually allocate to this, but also you need to make sure that it's actually worth it. You don't just want to throw money around for the sake of throwing money around. You want to make sure that you set the terms the proper way so that there's some sort of guarantee that it's going to be a win-win for both of you. Pretty sweet, right? However, when I see beginners and my students using these systems, I see them making the same mistakes. There are 3 big ones that can ruin power partnerships for your business. It took me a few years to learn from these mistakes. You don't have to waste this much time on trial and error because I'm here to make it easy for you. Mistake number 1, stop trying to make things so transactional and actually focus on building real relationships. A lot of people structure it like, I give this person this, they give me this. And there's no real relationship there. Like my first power partner, I'm actually still great friends with him. We talk all the time. We help each other all the time. We give each other advice in business. So these are the type of relationships that you actually want to build. Otherwise, what's going to happen is if you build a relationship that is too transactional, when one person is not getting what they want, the relationship will fail. So if you actually want to make your power partnerships last, make sure you don't make this mistake. Mistake number 2, make sure that you actually vet your power partners. The last thing you want is power partners that don't perform, especially if you're using structure 1 or 3. So when you're getting into these relationships, make sure that you set strong expectations. Set certain expectations about what actually needs to happen to make this relationship work. Set certain KPI, key performance indicators, of what actually needs to be hit every single month. So for example, let's just say that they need to be able to hit 1 referral per month to be able to make this worth it for you. Now, if they start off strong and actually send you a good amount of referrals the first few months and then things slow down, like that's pretty reasonable. That's understandable. But let's just say that you're actually starting the relationship and month 1, there's 0 referrals. Month 2, there's 0 referrals. Month 3, they don't get anything. So you want to make sure that the power partner can actually say what they promise to do. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting your labor, energy, and money if these power partners don't actually perform. And mistake number 3, not actually nurturing the relationship with your power partners over time. Having a power partner is one of the best things that you can have for your agency. So you want to make sure that you're constantly nurturing them, motivating them, continue building and growing your relationship. Don't just stop talking to them for a few months. Don't let this partnership die because it's so hard to find great power partners. It's way easier to continue that relationship going. And like I mentioned before, they don't necessarily just have to send you referrals. They can do other things for you. They can provide testimonials for you. They can provide you with certain things and certain favors, right? And you can do the same for them. So it's not just a transactional thing. Actually make sure that you build long-lasting friendships, long-lasting relationships with them, because those are going to be the people that you're going to have in your team. So just like anything in life, if you neglect it, you will more than likely lose it. So make sure that you stay in touch, you keep providing value, you keep having a great relationship with them, help each other out, and eventually you can continue to stack on great power partners and building those relationships over the years. This will allow you to create a great team of power partners that you will be building over the years. You can keep doing cold outreach or ads, and you can create content. But power partners are where you can get an exponential result at little to no cost. Now, if you want me to coach you and tell you in detail how my system works, DM me on Instagram and we'll see how we can help you change your business and life forever. If you want to know exactly how I achieve what I have today so that you can see what's possible for you, check out this video where I share my story. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.